Hello guys, and welcome to Astrology Coaching by Anatoly. I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy that you're watching this video. If you are new to my channel, this is a channel for Vedic Astrology, for spiritual coaching, and how to use astrology and spirituality in order to change our lives and make our dreams come true. Of course, this is more practical side of astrology and spirituality. I'm a spiritual Virgo, so today we will have another important topic. The topic is how to choose the right astrologer for you. This is a very important thing. The astrologer is basically a sacred reader of your life map. And for example, in Indian culture, the astrologer is very important person. It reads your life path. It tells you your weakness, it tells you your strengths, this person, the astrologer, shows you the right time for doing the right things. Yes, he shows you your path, he tells you what kind of path you can have, what kind of profession you can have, is it good to do this in some period, or it's better to do something else in this period, if there is a danger for you, when you have to pay attention to the spirituality, when do you have to pay attention to something else. But this is very important that you have to know that I or some other astrologer, we can show you the way. We can tell you, okay, you can do that, but you have to walk the way. Because most of the people, for example, they say, oh, I went to the astrologer, he told me I'm going to meet someone, but this person didn't go out, he didn't go in Tinder or some other app, and he stayed or she stayed in her place all the time and nothing happened. So when astrologer tells you that there is a good chance, there is an opportunity, you have to act. The action is the key of realization of your life map. This is very, very important. So before starting with discussing what kind of astrologer you need, how to choose your astrologer, I want to say, for people who wants to be an astrologer, there is a specific things that they have to look. So if you're in astrology and you want to see whether you're a good astrologer, first you have to check Mercury. This is very important. Mercury is very, very important. You have to check Ketu. This is the south node of the moon. You have to check Rahu too. And of course you have to check 6th, 8th and 12th house. Some people say that you have to check Mars too. I'm not sure. As far as I know, as far as I see, in my own experience, Mercury, Jupiter is important too, but Ketu is very, very important. 6th, 8th and 12th house are very, very important too. So pay attention to these things, and if you have, for example, if you have some combinations, or especially if you have a lot of planets in 8th house or 12th house, this means for sure you have spiritual knowledge and you are very good in spirituality, psychology, psychotherapies or something like that. This is very important. So let's start. I have a big experience with astrologers, especially before becoming an astrologer. I went to many Western astrologers because I wanted to find my path. I wanted to find happiness. I want to find love. And in this searching for love and happiness in my own path, I found about astrology. How to find the right astrologer. Finding the right astrologer is like to find the right coach for you, to find the right trainer for you, or to find the right doctor for you. You have to make a research. If you don't know any astrologer, if you don't have friends that visited some astrologer, you have to make your own research. There are a lot of astrologers in YouTube, there are a lot of astrologers on the TV. So you make a research, you checking the YouTube videos, you check their website. The website is very important. That's why I paid really a lot of attention to my website. I wanted to be cheerful, I wanted to be creative, I wanted to be to show my site. This is very important. The site, the website, and YouTube, they have to show your personality. Of course, not everyone will like the way I'm showing and using astrology and spirituality and coaching and spiritual coaching, but it's okay. It's important to be you, because when someone sees you, he will say, okay, this type of astrology approach, it's for me, I can try it. So first thing, you have to make your research. You have to check your website, the astrologer's website. You have to check YouTube if they have YouTube videos. So finding the right astrologer is something like a compatibility horoscope. It's something like love horoscope or synastry. We have two charts and we see how these charts match. The charts have to match. This is very important, because I can go to the best astrologer in the world. I can do that, and still he may not be able to help me, because, for example, his Saturn in his chart may go on my moon on my chart. So this is very important. First you make the research, then you have to feel it. Then the other approach, you have to ask the astrologer questions and you see his dedication. Because there are many astrologers online who just want your money, they want your time, money, and they need fame. But they don't give you attention. They don't give you the dedication you deserve. So you can ask questions, of course, if he is busy or if the astrologer is busy, of course, maybe she cannot reply or he cannot reply, but there has to be people who are replying the emails. This is very important. The dedication. You have to check the dedication of the astrologer. The other thing is check the type of astrology. There is Western astrology, there is Vedic astrology, there are Babylonian astrology. It is important to know the type of astrology, because, for example, Western astrology is very different from the Vedic astrology. I mean, not so very difficult, but 23 degrees different from the Western astrology, and sometimes people don't feel it because it's strange for them. But the approaches and techniques in Vedic astrology are different, and yeah, there are many different approaches, but believe me, Vedic astrology works. That's why I start learning it, because I was able to predict events in my life. This is very important. Okay, the next one. We have to check the services. Check the services that astrologer offers. For example, now I'm offering detailed horoscopes, I'm offering relocation, and I think live consultation. But some astrologers, for example, offer love horoscopes, or they are specialized in synastry. Yes, the love horoscope, or only relocation, or only constellation reading. Yeah, you have to check the services and see if they match with the thing you are searching for. The other thing, which is very important too, is the cultural difference. If you're part of the Western world, my advice is to go to a Western Vedic astrologer, because the real Indian astrologers, they're very the Vedic astrology is in their blood, so they're really good, but they have different approach. They come from different culture, and sometimes they can tell you things that your Western brain will accept it as very bad or insulting. For example, if you go to a Vedic astrologer in India and you are in a Sadesati period, this is a period when the Saturn is transiting over your moon, he will say such bad things that you cannot imagine. But this is part of their culture, and we should respect that. They have different approach. So be careful where you're going to astrologer. Take in consideration the cultural differences. Western world is based on personality and ego culture. Indian, for example, culture is cosmic culture. There, the individual, the personality is not in front, it is backwards. The nature and the world around us is on first place. This is very important to know. Okay, the next thing you have to check is exactly what kind of astrologer you need. There are different types of astrologers. Some are more spiritual, others are more practical. For example, I'm more practical. I'm a Virgo. I'm spiritual Virgo, but I'm more practical. I take the best things in the astrology, the best things in spirituality, and I mix them and implement them in my life in order to improve myself, in order to make my dreams come true, in order to make my life better. This is the reason I'm using the same method for the people who comes to me as astrologer or spiritual coach. I want to see the result. That's why I put coaching. I put astrology coaching, spiritual coaching, because I need to guide people, or there has to be some results at the end. I don't want to go to astrologer who is speaking just spiritual things, spiritual things, and at the end there are no guidelines, there are no advices, there is nothing. When I want something, I take the best things in astrology, the best information from the natal chart, from the astrological chart, the best thing from the spiritual world, and implement it in my life in a practical way in order to make my dreams come true, in order to improve my life. This is the main reason. So let's say that astrology is one big ocean. There are astrologers who are beautiful marine divers. They dive into the ocean and make research. They write books about the ocean of astrology. They found new species, new fish, new octopuses. They found new animals, new plants in the ocean, and they developed the astrology. They developed the knowledge for the ocean. I'm this type of astrologer who is like a fisherman. I see people are hungry, they need fish, so I grab my what is English word for that? Okay, I grab something and go in the ocean and catch fish, or catch octopus, or catch shrimps, and I bring everything and give it to the people and we eat. I see people need medicine, so I go to the ocean and take, for example, seawoods or seaweeds. No, seaweed, oh my god, seaweeds. And I bring it to the people, and we heal each other, we make medicine. I see, for example, we need a decoration, we need to make our place beautiful, and we need to make a place inspirational and nice for living. So I go to the ocean, I take different stones or stars, and I put them in the house and make my place beautiful. And so that's what I mean by practical. I'm like a fisherman in the astrology. One day maybe I'll become a diver, I don't know, we'll see. The other thing that you have to check are the prices. This is very important because I see online it is full with people, with astrologers who charge people so much that is incredibly crazy. I have seen astrologers who charge for 30 minutes 300 euros, for example, or USD. I don't remember what was the currency, but something like that, which is a lot. For 30 minutes, this is a lot. So be careful with the prices. I'm pretty sure that it's full with very, very good astrologers who charge you in normal and average price. Average price is around 200 euros per hour. These are good astrologers. I have seen in Bulgaria they charge me less than 200, and they are really, really good, for example, astrologers. So be careful with the price. Don't give a lot of money to people before you have some kind of evidence that they are really, really good. And again, check their dedication. The dedication and the love they put in the profession is very important, and you see it in the videos. You see it in the way they treat you when you send your email. So you have to feel it. As I told you previously in this video, there has to be match of the charts. The astrologer has a chart, you have your own chart, there has to click. If they don't click, I don't care. Maybe he is the best astrologer, maybe he is the most knowledgeable person in the world, but if the chart doesn't click and there is no matching, he can harm you. He may even harm you, and he will not help you. This is karma. You cannot fit everywhere. There has to be a match. This is very, very important. I'm very curious, to be honest. What are the things that you're looking in astrologer? So if you have specific things that you're looking in one astrologer, please make a comment. It will be very interesting for me. These are the things. This is my experience when I was searching for astrologers before even starting studying astrology. So I'll be very curious, and I'll be very happy if you make a comment with the things that you're looking in one astrologer. This will be very useful for me. So thank you very much for watching this video. I'm still learning how to speak in front of camera, so don't judge me a lot. Videos will become better and better in time, for sure. I'm Virgo, so they will be perfect. So thank you very much. I'm waiting for your comments, and see you soon. Hey you beautiful YouTuber, thank you for watching the video. I hope you like it. I want you to invite you to become part of the family of astrology coaching by Anatoly, and together like a big online family, we're going to make our dreams come true. We're going to change our lives thanks to astrology and spiritual coaching. New videos are coming every week. This is just the beginning. So we are going to make our dreams come true, and like the lotus flower, we will rise from the mud of our pain, and we will blossom in happiness and fulfillment. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.